Hello everyone, it's Sean from Sean's Toy Room, and I'm here today to unbox some figures from the MOTU Origins line, because as you can see on the shelf behind me, I finally cleared out enough space that I can put the figures in front of the vehicles. Considering the way some of the vehicles sit inclined in their packages, I'm going to leave them there, but eventually all these figures, ooh, you can't see them. All those figures on the bottom shelf will eventually be taken out of their package. So let's see, we'll take a look at, there's Boltman. Now he's from the Snake Man line, and that's why you preserve the card back, of course. You can see the back of the card back here. That's a rather redundant sentence, I know. And you can see the others that come in the line. So you know you have Snake Armor He-Man, you have Cobra Con, which... No, I have Frogmonger. He's in his box. Yes. And Ratlore. Of course, I have a vintage Ratlore. He is down there. So, middle row, middle figure, so the very middle, that's where he is. Alright, so I'm going to flip the camera around so I can open the figure, and I'll be back. I realize that since I'm left-handed, and let's be honest, left-eyed, it's far better for me to actually look at the camera from the left side. And then you can see me open the figure. So I'm going to start, I always used to start at the bottom, but this time I'm going to start near the top. So I get the knife in there, but above the card back. And once I have a little bit of cutting done, then I go after it with this pair of scissors, and I just cut it open carefully. But I always try to approach the scissors from the right side. It's easier. I'm not sure why exactly, it just is. So I'm going to pause the video while I do the cutting, and I'll show you when he's out. And hopefully the card back isn't damaged. Alright, so after having to keep a few things from falling off, now, again, I'm going to do my same technique. Cut around and tape the plastic onto the card back, because I've always had trouble trying to remove it otherwise. Now, trying to remove the comic without getting it damaged. There we go, see? So there's the comic. I'm taking the pictures while I'm in the video. This one has full text, as you can see. If you could, if there was no light glare. So that's good. It has new full text and everything. And of course the standard how to get the figure apart guide. What I like is they personalize the image for each figure. And there's the back again, a repeat of the card back showing the 4 figures in the particular line. So I'm going to get the figure out, put the Sunman logo on the card back, because that'll be a doubly branded card, Snake Man and Sunman, and I'll be back. There's another reason. And you know, look, the card bubble, it's like a snake skin. So you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to cut out more of it than I normally would to account for that snake skin bubble, so that you at least have some of the special bubble. I guess this is part of why they have you keep some of the packaging. It's a good thing I'm not trying to peel the sticker off of this one. But that's quite impressive there. So I'm just going to do this, cut around. I know you can't really see. Now you can. There. There. And there. So I just have to trim a little bit to make sure it's nice and flat, so that it doesn't dig in at any point. There you go. Nice and flat, and you preserve the bubble. See? The rippling in the bubble. Okay, so I'm just going to get my tape. tape it in place. And I have to watch out for the other card backs in case they have something similar. So there we go. There is the card back, preserving the bubble and having the, well, let's see if I can get far enough back to show the snake man, bolt man. There we go. All right, so now to open the figure himself. Good thing about the new card back, he doesn't have to be cut loose. He's not tied in with anything crazy like those little plastic loops. So let me just set him up so that he doesn't fall over. There you go. There's the picture. So that's Bolt Man. Now we can put his card back away. Well, actually, I'm going to keep it because you have to have a group picture of each of the figures, don't we? Yes, we do. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the Star Wars shelf from behind, have them all be the same level, and that'll be perfect for the group picture. So I'll be right back with the next figure, which is She-Ra, Princess of Power. So again, I'm going to do the card bubble cutout. So 2 of the 3 are special figures with their own special branding. I'm back. So it's time for the next figure. It is She-Ra. You can see her here. And she's got her Princess of Power logo. Again, you'll be cutting out the cardboard. But you see this time, because she's not Snake Man, it's perfectly smooth. So I will just cut right close to the letters on this one. And you can see the back. She's fighting Hordak. And I believe that's Hordak that I have in Deluxe. The Hordak with the bow and a smiling face, although in mine he's frowning, so of course I'll use that head. That gives me a clue as to what to open next. Oh, and look, I believe that's Snout Spout. Now, I don't have Snout Spout in 40th anniversary. I don't think I do. I will check, because you have enough 40th anniversary figures up here, including behind Whiplash is Wondar, because I, of course, put them all alphabetically. So I might open one of them. We'll see. Trying to keep the anniversary figures closed so that I don't wreck one of them by accident. So I'll be right back once I've opened her. This She-Ra actually has her feet and arms glued in. I mean, not glued in, but tied in like the other one. Just if her cape are actually taped in place. Hope I can get the tape off the cape. Yes, that's a rhyme, but that's unintentional. All right, there we go. So let's see here. Tape off the cape, huh? It's don't worry, it's not Succession. It's not Bore on the Floor. That's the first rhyme that came to my mind. Sorry. All right, so here we go. So she has there. Now you put her headpiece in place. Give me 1 minute here. This way. Wider edge this way. Oh, wait a minute. Got to bring it up a bit. That goes right over her eyes. At least that's how it looks in the... Okay, there's one picture. You can see the card back picture here. It's either over her eyes, but that'll fall off. Or you turn it around the other way, and it becomes some kind of, I don't know, crown or diadem. And it frames her face. And I prefer it that way. Good, there we go. Okay. So, here's the Princess of Power logo for the card back. Take a picture of that. Take a picture of the figure. See, what I like about this is it doesn't show my my hand reaching up to take the camera picture. course, the sword itself, so I'll be back. She-Ra is the cartoon I watched at the same time as He-Man. So, put the sword in her hand. You can see the jewel in the center there. It does appear shorter and smaller than He-Man's sword. Alright, there we are. And the shield, okay. So it could be, okay, I see. Alright, got everything out now. There you go. There you go. Got it now. There. So I am going to cut off the card back plastic, which you can see at that angle. Get out the comic and we'll set it up for the picture. So I'm going to turn it Actually, I have an idea. I don't have to take it off the focus of me. I just have to tilt it down, don't I? But it's going to be easier to stop the video here and flip it around, so I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I'm getting the card back all set up so that I can put the plastic with the Princess of Power logo in place. There, that should be enough. And then we just take the plastic and we tape it, move it over a bit so that it's not, so that you don't see the tape. Gotta move the tape a little closer. All right. There. Bring this down a little. And then you center the logo right almost in the center of the rocks, like that. There you go. So there's the empty card back. Gotta take the picture of that. Then you place the figure. Now let's see. All right, it's right near the hole, but let's see if I can place her in to the side. There you go. Bring the sword up. Have her stand properly. Can she look up a little? Hold her shield up. Bring the leg over. And get the picture before she falls over. Center it later. So that's the individual picture for She-Ra. And you have the same unillustrated book that you've seen on earlier figures, of course. I don't know that this one... You'd think... Now this is just me talking. Oh, look, there she is. There she is. I was going to say... You've got to have a comic with the character in it. Yep, there she is. And they're fighting Skeletor. And they manage to defeat him. And he gets sent away. Good, okay. All right. So now we move on to Zodac. So I'll be back with him. Zodac figure, you've got him as card back. He has his comic. He doesn't have a special logo, so you don't have to save the bubble at all. He is from 2020, so he's one of the newer figures. You can see the original line, so She-Ra was from 2020 as well. So I have all of them now, which is good. Yeah. And look, He-Man and Skeletor are fighting in the clouds. That looks almost like a, I don't know, that might be Point Dread. Okay. That's good. That's good. So we'll take him out of his card and we'll compare him. This is good. I can compare him to his vintage counterpart, which is... right here, even though one of the elastics on the feet broke. So that'll be a good comparison picture. Yeah, I mean, that's the band that came with the figure, but the elastic broke, so yeah, I kind of have to lean him forward so he doesn't fall over. So I'll be back once he's open. This picture to get is the comparison of Vintage on the left, Origins on the right, Zodac. You can see how the Origins one is a bit brighter. So next thing I'm going to do is cut the card back plastic off carefully, extract the comic, which looks pretty well like the same one, and we'll get him with his card back photo so you can put the Vintage one away, and I'll be back. Same comic as before, but you see Zodac's at the end of that comic, so that makes some kind of sense anyway. And there is the picture of Zodac in his card back. Again, going to be cropped later. And if you zoom right out, there is the picture of all three figures and their card backs. Again, going to be zoomed in later. So now I'll put them on their shelf. One more thing I forgot. I should get the card back photo with each figure as well, just to be sure. All right, so there is the Boltman card back, True back, She-Ra card back, Zodac card back, and then the group photo of all three figures with their card back. So here are the updated figures on the shelf now. So you've got the two Stratoses, Boltman, She-Ra, and Zodac. And you can see, based on this, you could probably fit another 3 figures there. Might as well put Hordak. Roboto was in the comic as well. So actually, you put him up here to get ready. That's good, that's good. You use the comics as a guide as to what figure to open next. Let's see what else we've got in here, while we're at it. So let's see. It's fighting Skeletor. Zodac is there. Roboto's there. That's about it on that one. 1 second. That will actually complete the line as far as what I've opened, actually. Look at the Boltman comic a bit more carefully. I'm going to see if any other character shows up in there. So He-Man and Battle Cat, yes. Oh, look. The green Tila, the Eternian Goddess. I think I opened her already. Let me check the origin. I hope the next smartphones actually make it so that you can open the, flip the image around while you're filming. There she is. You can see her beside Fisto. And this is a nice, bright image display of the figures I possess so far. There's Faker, there's a Horde Trooper, there's Evil Lyn, there's a Palace Guard, there's another Merman. So one of them is Lords of Power, the other one's more normal. Beastman, Webster, I think, there's Clawful, Jitsu, Sunman himself, Anti-Eternia He-Man, Buzz-Off, and Stratos. And of course, at the front, as they should be, He-Man and Skeletor on their mounts. We'll see how much of this display can move inside. I see Rattler, I think. Of course, I haven't found that figure yet. There's a Man-at-Arms. All right, so I already have him. Snake Armor He-Man, probably. Oh, well, there, right, see? So the Boltman's the only one of the line I have so far, but maybe at the Eternia Dream Store in about 1 month, I will find him, because today's the 27th. That's going to be the 3rd day of my journey. 4th day. You're right, 4th day, okay. Probably better to do it this way because you can see more of the Vintage and Origins MOTU shelf. See, there's the Origins shelf there. And there's the Vintage shelf there. So actually it's easier to see it lengthwise. And of course the the Star Wars shelf, the filming table, the Star Trek shelf, though not entirely, the Air Raiders shelf, the vintage Star Wars shelf, mostly. As you can see down there, I finally have 2 Lord Dredd figures and Ninja Turtles. And then you get around to the Constructs and the Hot Wheels, Visionaries, a few G.I. Joe figures, my Next Generation figures. I did that so that you could clearly see the signed by Leonard Nimoy card. And as proof that it was signed by him, I included on the back the ticket stub from 2011 that shows what number, 259. So I've had that for 11 years now. And of course, a few of the posters I have, the 40th anniversary figures, a couple Masters of the Universe artwork, and the Rogue One photo. So you can see that because of what I'll probably open next week, and now, of course, I'll give a toy room tour at the same time for the 2-year anniversary of Sean's toy room, which will be July 10th. So that'll be good there. So hopefully I'll get most of the figures opened from here. That's where those Ziploc bags will come in again. And it'll create a lot more room on the shelf. Because these figures should be able to fit up here with one more. Now this is actually pre-Origins. See, she's from Super 7. A year before Origins came out, but it looks almost identical, even with the darker script. Yep. So that's all for this week on Sean's toy room. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Monday the 10th of July is when I'll upload that video, because that's the exact 2-year anniversary of Sean's toy room. Video I'm filming now is what I'm uploading for Friday, June 30th. Good Friday. No, just Canada Day weekend. See you later.